Donald Trump is panicking as the so-called Great American State Fair has gotten even more disastrous. How it was able to be even more disastrous than it already was is kind of impressive in and of itself. Here's what Donald Trump's been posting as he continues to panic. First, he posts that, "Do you think the people appreciate what a fantastic job we did in building and operating the Great American State Fair?" And Trump says that Obama or Sleepy Joe Biden couldn't have pulled this off. Then Donald Trump says the reflecting pool is looking amazing right now. It looks beautiful. When it still looks algae, Ninja Turtle green right now. Folks, let me just show you what was going down again. I want to give a hat tip over here to some of the great patriots who were there photographing what was going down. You have this account, Gene Park, over here saying, "There should have been thousands of people listening to us here," says a plastic surgeon speaking at a state fair celebrating 250 years of America. This was the main event. And you had somebody on stage, and you can see, I don't know, maybe there was 18 people there, and someone is talking about how fake boobs and root canals make you sick, and that was one of the main events taking place. Play this right here.
That are all able to connect about breast implant illness only in the last, call it 5 to 10 years. And so fortunately, these women are now learning about BII. They never knew it previously when they got their breast implants placed. It wasn't until 2021 that it was actually placed on the breast implant black box warning. And even with that, most women that are getting augmented now aren't even told about the potential risks of breast implant illness. So they get sick, and what do? They go to their doctors, they get tests, they get labs, they get put on medications, they're told they've got chronic inflammatory disease.
And then you have the same individual, Gene Park, filming all of this and getting some great footage over here. And it shows more of these conversations about breast implants and what in the world is even going on. This was one of the main attractions at this event. Here, play this clip.
In the last, call it 5 to 10 years. And so fortunately, these women are now learning about BII. They never knew it previously when they got their breast implants placed. It wasn't until 2021 that it was actually placed on the breast implant black box warning. And even with that, most women that are getting augmented now aren't even told about the potential risks of breast implant illness. So they get sick, and what do? They go to their doctors, they get tests, they get labs, they get put on medications, they're told they've got chronic inflammatory disease. Like you heard Dr. Amen talk about, they've got neuroinflammatory disease. And, they're essentially placed in a bucket that has got no great traditional solution.
And then they had a Fox host say, look, perhaps after the closing bell of the markets, that's when we're really going to see people show up here. Oh, it's going to be the closing bell. That's what we're waiting for. All right. Here, play this clip.
Lucas, I have not helped me out. I want to be a part of this.
Well, it's a great day for Larry. Good afternoon. Perhaps now the closing bell is here. We're going to get more people coming out here now that work is done. You mentioned the latest with Iran. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are on a flight to Qatar right now to meet after a lot of back and forth between U.S. and Iranian forces over the Strait of Hormuz and keeping that open. But here on the National Mall, not a lot of talk about Iran, as you can imagine, although, Larry, just in a few minutes behind me, where the rodeo is going to start again. Some people say riding a bull is a lot like dealing with Iran. You got to hang on for dear life, and you never know how it's going to go. But people we've talked to out here having a good time, very patriotic bunch, as you can imagine, seeing something a little different. That's the National Mall turned into the Great American State Fair. All right, well, we can see at the closing bell at 7:04 p.m. right here. Nope, nobody there. Nobody there. Jonathan Turley, who I guess purports to be a constitutional lawyer at George Washington University, although everything he says seems to want to destroy the Constitution. He says, "I just finished an interview on the Supreme Court from the temporary Fox studio. While it is scorching hot, it's a gorgeous view. Here's how it looks from inside." Yeah, there's nobody there right here. And I guess somebody then called Turley. He's one of Donald Trump's sycophants. And Turley goes, "The people who I spoke with were having a ball, watching a rodeo, as well as World Cup games. I attended the 1976 celebrations as a young page,
And this is even more grand. If you can, you should make it down to the mall. It's not more grand. What are you talking about? Okay. There's nobody who's there right now. And this could have just been a great event. You had Amanda Moore showing this satire AP account, milking a cow. That was one of the main attractions. Play this clip.
You guys gonna put it in the cup?
Then you had state regime media Fox saying there were tens of thousands of people at the Texas booth. Anarchy Princess, who's done an amazing job covering this, and she does an amazing job covering everything. Here's what she was able to film. Here, play this clip.
Catch us tomorrow. Go Texas.
Yeah, there's nobody at the Texas booth at all. Okay, then after you had that one doctor talking about, maybe two people on stage talking about breast implants and root canals. And I mean, that was like, that's their concert. That's their concert. Then you had Dr. Oz on stage with Dean Cain talking about how great the crowd was. And then the TMZ camera panned and you saw that there was nobody there really. I mean, maybe like 75 people. You could count for yourself. Here, play this clip.
And it's because there's tons of people here. It's a huge space, and it's just going to get more and more crowded as the week goes on.
Not only do we have a lot of people here, we have people that you want to have here, like Stacey Garrity. That woman's going to be next governor of Pennsylvania.
There
right
we
there.
go.
Yep, look at her, that beautiful red hair.
And it's because there's tons of people here. It's a huge space, and it's just going to get more and more crowded as the week goes on.
Not only do we have a lot of people here, we have people that you want to have here, like Stacey Garrity. That woman's going to be next governor of Pennsylvania.
There
right
we
there.
go.
Yep, look at her, that beautiful red hair.
As our editor-in-chief Ron Filipkowski writes, they just continue to insist that there are massive crowds showing up to this thing, despite the fact that this is also the 200th anniversary of the invention of a camera. Then you have state regime media Fox saying, there's a lumberjack demonstration going on in the center of the fair. Here, play this clip.
Right. We should point out there's a lumberjack demonstration going on in the center of the state fair. That chainsaw is unlike any chainsaw that I have ever owned in my life. It sounds like it's got a 500cc motocross engine on it. That thing is super.
I bet you Sean Duffy knows a little bit about that, right?
Sure, he probably does. Yeah, we're showing it on screen right now. So there you can see it. Sean Duffy's going to be joining us tomorrow, apparently, so you can talk more about that.
Andrew Leadon shows what the reflecting pool looks like right now, unmodified photos. Amanda Moore posted a video of what the reflecting pool looked like. It's still that sludge green. Our friend Jim Acosta went to this event, the Great American State Fair. Here's what he was able to observe. I'll show you his experience first. Here, play this clip.
Well, here we are in the National Mall checking out the Great American State Fair, Donald Trump's version of America's 250th birthday here in the nation's capital. And if you're looking for a place with really no lines whatsoever, then you better come down to the mall. There's even a miniature version of Donald Trump's arch. Isn't that cute? Look at that little thing right there. Yeah, as you can see, no line to get in. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're on the National Mall. It's probably the nicest weather of the week, and there are no lines to get in. Hardly anybody in line. Surely there must be a long line for the Ferris wheel. It's the big attraction down here. Let's take a look. Oh boy. Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about lunchtime. I'm a little parched. Could use a burger or something. I hope there's not a long line in here. This is the arch that they put down on the National Mall. Look at this. There's a huge gap. I mean, this is a pretty good example of the shoddy construction down here. Look at these gaps in between these faux columns and one of the main pavilions down here and the actual ground. It's like 2 or 3 feet.
But Trump is everywhere, like inside this agriculture department booth. You can also sign up for Trump's savings accounts in the Treasury Department booth.
And where would the Great American State Fair be without their own propagandists? Yes, there they are. There's Fox News doing their programming from down here on the National Mall, probably telling everybody what a massive celebration there is going on down here. The Fossil fuel industry seems to have their own little talk that's going on. They're doing like a panel discussion, and there's nobody listening, just a few people.
The threats that are growing with the growth of AI, the ability before you need a nation.
Well, in one of these pavilions, I found a sweeping exhibit that can only be described as an ode to the religious right.
Here we have our great nation that we want to make great again.
All right, so that was Acosta's experience. Then you have Daniel Basali, who I believe is a Trump supporter. And he was out there. I think this guy's a MAGA guy and Trump supporter. And he said, just another example of what's online isn't reality. We've met thousands of Americans from all over at the @AFP headquarter exhibit at the Great American State Fair. Okay, you could just watch what he's filming. I mean, I'll go by your own video right here. Here, play this clip.
I am walking out from the Made in America pavilion at the Great American State Fair. And I just gotta say, you cannot pay attention to what some of the haters are saying. This thing is awesome. There are people everywhere. It is a beautiful day in Washington, D.C. A little hot. It's only gonna get hotter, but there's a lot of people out here. They are engaged, they are excited. They love America. They're having a great time learning more about this country. It's just been a really positive experience. And so what you see online ain't always the truth.
So then we asked members on Capitol Hill about this event. Congresswoman Ansari, we asked, what do you make of no one showing up to the 250th? Play this clip.
So Congresswoman, what do you make of no one showing up to Donald Trump's 250th anniversary party on the Mall?
I'm not surprised at all. Nobody wants to be associated with the most corrupt president in American history who has absolutely destroyed this country as he's enriched himself and his family. So it was hilarious and pretty sad to see Fox News with the empty background behind them trying to tout this as some sort of success.
Got it. Thank you, Congresswoman.
Then we asked AOC what she felt. Here, play this clip.
So Congresswoman, what do you make of nobody showing up to Donald Trump's 250th anniversary party on the Mall?
I mean, we all know he clears a route, right? So it's no news what we're breaking there.
Got it. Thank you, Congresswoman.
We then asked Democratic Congress member Magaziner. Here's what he had to tell us when the MeidasTouch cameras asked him. Let's play this clip.
Harrison, real quick, why do you think that no one is showing up to Donald Trump's 250th party on the National Mall?
I mean, I don't know. Because it's not good. Like it's not well executed. I actually I should have some kind of like a clever, funny thing to say about this, but like I'm actually sad about it. Like,
yeah,
America 250, like this was like a time when like we should be coming together as a nation, and like any other president, any other person of either party would have like approached it in that spirit and tried to make it about the country instead of Trump trying to make it about himself. And this was just like a real missed opportunity, to bring us together as a country. And, instead, because Trump is who he is and only cares about himself and like wants to just constantly be feeding his own ego, he put together this like shitty event that no one's at. And you see like the clips on Fox News where they're like talking about how great it is, and then behind them it's like an empty field. Right. But like honestly, like it just makes me sad. Like I wish that we had a leader in this country that actually cared about bringing people together instead of just like constantly putting himself first.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman.
We then got a hold of Democratic Congress member Olszewski. Here's what he told us. Let's play it.
So, Congressman, why do you think no one is showing up to Donald Trump's 250th anniversary?
Because his party sucks. Yeah. There's nothing fun to do.
Right.
Even Vanilla Ice canceled on him last minute because the weather was supposed to be bad, but it turned out being just fine. So, if you throw bad parties, no one's going to come.
I assume you're not going.
No, I will not be there with anything that is specifically aligned with the president.
Got it.
Anyone who makes this about himself as opposed to the 250th anniversary of our amazing country deserves the party alone.
Got it. Thank you, Harrison.
Here's what Congressmember Pocan had to say to us. Let's play it.
So why do you think no one's showing up to Trump's 250th party on the Mall?
Because it's got all of Trump's sensibilities, everything from LG to bad music. It's Donald Trump personified, so no one's shown up.
Thank you, Harrison.
And here's what MAGA Republican Congressmember Fry told us. He said, the real issue why there was not many people there was it's a weekday, And don't worry, you'll start to see the crowds and people start flooding in. It's right around the corner, right when the healthcare plan gets here, right when we have a deal with Iran, right when that $21 trillion comes in, right when the manufacturing boom is going to take in, right when you're going to get those tariff rebate checks, right when you get your Doge dividend checks. It's right around the corner. Everything's right around. Just you wait. 2025 was going to be our year, but then we moved it to 2026. 2025 set the foundation. 2026 is the banquet. 2027, right around the corner. You're going to be 2028. It's going to be 2020. And then 2029, let's just blame the new person in office and say that was the person who did it. We'll blame Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci did it. We'll blame Obama or Biden or Hunter Biden. Anyway, here's what MAGA Republican Congress member Fry said. Let's play it.
Congressman, are you going to the 250th anniversary of the United States, this event that's going on in the mall right now?
I'll be there this week with my family, yeah.
Okay. Why do you think it has been well attended so far?
Well, it's the weekday, for sure. So I think as people start to flood into the nation's capital to celebrate, you're going to start to see increased crowds. So people will go to that. They'll go to any number of things that are around here, visiting our museum, seeing the monuments that are open to the public. So it's all part of enjoying the history, the rich history of this country.
There you have it, folks, I guess. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.